What's up? We're back with another video. This is another class setup for the pp19 Bizon. Now, this is one of my favorite SMGs in the game to use for range. It's not as much a close range SMG. This is more medium range. It can help you pick people off. It doesn't have, as much of a damage drop off. So that's why I like to use it. I'll use it as a flank type class to come up behind people and just pick them off at medium ranges. So here's the attachments I use. I'll go muzzle, monolithic suppressor. The damage range, increase it by a little bit. Also, sound suppression is amazing too for this class due to being able to sneak up behind people. You don't want to hear them. You don't want to let them hear you where you are at. Barrel, I use the first one just because all the pros compared to the cons, because this only has 2-to-1, 1-to-1. So in my opinion, this one is the best, and testing it out using this weapon, I definitely think this is the best barrel to go for. No laser, just because that shows where you're at usually. Optic, I'll use sometimes instead of a perk, depending on the map, depending on how I'm playing. If my accuracy is whack, then I'll put on an optic. If I've been doing pretty good without one, I'll keep the perk on. Stock, the close quarter stock is, after using this weapon, after testing it, in my opinion, the best stock. The Corvus skeleton stock also increases aim down sight speed, but I see the most difference with the close quarter stock. And helping with aiming stability, I view the close quarter stock as better than the Corvus skeleton stock. Now, you can also use this for the best aim down sight speed, the no stock, but I'd rather have some aiming stability and recoil control for those medium ranges, because I'm not going to use this weapon 100% up close. So to me, the close quarter stock for this weapon alone is entirely useless, because this is more of a medium range SMG. This is the best ranged SMG in my opinion to use, best control out of all of them, and it's kind of a hidden gem in the game. Perk, sleight of hand, if I'm not using an optic, just for the quicker reloads, because this does take slower to reload than any of the SMGs. It is the slowest to reload. In rear grip, I'll use a stippled grip tape. Like I said, aim down sight speed is important in this game, so the more you have, the better off you're going to be. Even though you're in a medium accuracy situation, medium range situation with this gun, you still want to be able to aim down sights faster than your opponent, because then you're forgiven if you miss a shot or two. You can still get the first kill. First bullet off, you get the kill. Ammunition, it already has 64 rounds in a mag, so I don't see why you need an 84 round, but I mean, you can use it if you want. That's entirely up to your playstyle, how you play, but in my opinion, you do not need a magazine on this. And I'm just a few camos away from getting gold. Just a few more kills here and there, and I got it. So, unfortunately, we cannot put gold on this weapon. For secondary, I'll use the 357 with a snake shot, lightweight trigger, long barrel, an optic, just because it looks cool. Usually I'll take off the optic and put on sleight of hand, rear grip. This to me is, kind of just looks cool. The recoil control is nice, because I don't aim down as much, so I like to go with the Lockwood. Now perks, this is important. Cold-blooded is normally what I use with this gun, because I use it as a flank class. I don't like to be spotted. I want to sneak up behind someone, get like 4 kills, and turn back around, just flanking the whole time, killing them where they don't see me. So to me, cold-blooded is highly important to use this with this class. Perk 2, Ghost. Easily one of the best perks in the game. Better than it has been in most Call of Duties. This makes you undetectable by UAVs. So I use this especially on my flank class. Search and destroy class you can use it on. This is a highly good, gun for SnD and a great class. Perk 3, I'll usually use Tracker because I like to flank behind the enemy, so if it can tell me how to get behind them and where they're going, then I'll use it. This is by far one of the best perks to use when you're trying to flank. And Lethal, Throwing Knife, I'll use. But if you're not good with a throwing knife, that's okay. You can switch to Proximity Mine to cover up your tracks so no one comes behind you while you're following behind another person. So I'll also use that. But throwing knife is stealthy. It's very quiet. Tactical, I'll use stim on most of my classes, SMG classes. I'll also use a flash grenade if I want. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I'll usually go stim. So this is, to me, by far the best search and destroy class, the best setup for the Bizon. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more, and